When I did receive auditions, they would come in email form, and it would be 1 to 3 days prior to when my audition was. Because I lived in Maryland, I found myself taking the bus, taking the train, and sometimes driving to New York. And I think travel was my most stressful time because even though I would receive an email with enough time to prepare, it was sitting in a car or sitting on a bus for 4 hours, heading to an audition, and your nerves just kind of building. Yeah, something about traveling. I would literally get sick like 20 minutes before I would get in the car or get on a bus to travel. And that was really tough. I don't know. It was almost like I was having car sickness before I got in the car. If that makes sense. But yeah, so I would make sure that I had everything that I needed. I would pack a lunch or pack a breakfast depending on what time my audition was. And I would either take Megabus or the Amtrak to New York. I would try my best to arrive an hour before so that I could get to where I needed to be, because sometimes where the Megabus or the Amtrak dropped me off, I was like 30 minutes to an hour to where I needed to be. So yeah, I would usually try to arrive an hour, sometimes 2 hours before my audition, which kind of gave me time to calm my nerves and also get rid of this uncomfortable motion sickness, car sickness feeling that I was getting. And then I would head to location, I would audition, and then after I was done, I would take a train or bus or drive back home. So it was very like that. Now we're darker. Hold on. Sorry guys, just needed to bring that up. But yeah, it's, and of course this was pre-pandemic. This was very, very pre-pandemic. So there were a lot of in-person auditions, but I committed to that. When I signed with my agency, I committed to traveling when I needed to travel, being on time to auditions, and saying yes to everything, really. I think I found myself enjoying self-tapes more than the in-person because, I don't know, you just had more time to like practice, or I guess because you had more time to like audition, look at your tape, see if you're happy about it, or if you think you need to try again or do another take. And when you're in front of the director and the casting agent, it's a one and done type of thing. And that was stressful in the beginning, but as I kept on having in-person auditions, I started to be super calm and I started to become super confident. I think that's what the word I'm looking for. I became super confident. I made sure that no matter what, when I walked into that room, I was going to give it my all. In-person auditions, in my opinion, feel more real. It's like, wow, I'm really doing this. After a while, it's just like, whether it's in person or a self-tape, you just want to get the role. You just want to kill it. So right now in my career, I'm just like, yo, let me book this. You know what I mean? I definitely miss in-person auditions because since we finished filming Grand Army, matter of fact, even when I did Dead End, it was pandemic, and yeah, everything was self-tape. I did get to film Dead End in a studio, but that was because it was just me in the studio. But yeah, I definitely do miss the in-person auditions a lot. I'm not gonna lie, a lot. It's that connecting with the director, or like, I don't know, something about it. I just, now that I can't have it right now, I miss it. But yeah, either way, self-tape, still go full force, still kill it. These colors are gonna be all over the place, but yeah, when you first sign with an agent and they say like, you need to make sure that when you need to give all your time to this, you really do need to give all your time to it. There's no, oh, I can't make it, or I actually have something that day. Like, don't miss out on opportunity, especially if this is what you want to do. I was a full-time server. I was working at IHOP when I signed with my agent. And when I had an audition, I had to be like, look, can anybody cover my shift? And some days people couldn't cover my shift. And that was tough. I lost my job like 3 times during the beginning of my acting career. And I literally had to go back and beg for it because in the audition phase, like, you're not making any money doing auditions. So you still gotta work a job, pay your bills and things like that. So yeah, those are times. But I mean, we did our thing and we're here now. Yeah. I really don't know where this was going, but I guess I kind of just wanted to sit down and talk to you guys, and y'all gave me that opportunity to do that, so I appreciate it. I'd love to do a more detailed video, you know, maybe even a more organized video, because I'm sure this one was all over the place. But I was in the shower and I was like, you know what, I'd love to share, you know, the differences, or at least my experience starting as an actor in Maryland, and instead of being in California or New York or Atlanta, you know, all the places that they say you gotta be to be an actor, you know. And I hope that kind of encourages you guys, because I did start my career in Maryland. So if you're in Iowa or Nebraska, like wherever you're at, there's possibility. You just have to believe, and you also have to be committed, you know, especially if an agency is willing to take a chance on you, knowing you're not in those core places. Then you need to really be committed. And I do believe that I was committed, and I think my agent saw that in me and was like, look, you're gonna have to do a lot of traveling, but we believe in you. So shout out to my agency. This video is all over the place because I forgot to mention that another reason that I moved to California was because a lot of the auditions that I was receiving, they were local hires. So I had to make that move. And I was already like in and out of California trying to figure out if this is where I wanted to be. I mean, I wanted to be here since I was 16, but like during the pandemic and during like, you know, being an actor, no longer having that job as a server and really just only depending on being a content creator and a full-time actor, it was a big move. But acting is like my heart, it's my love. And so I was like, you know what? Local hire, I'm moving to California. So yeah, that was one big, big jump, big leap. But I do believe it was well worth it. Yeah. Wow, this video was all over the place, but whatever. YouTube doesn't always have to be organized. It doesn't have to always be, I don't know, some of my videos will be like, you know, I'll jot down a script to make sure that I'm, you know, A, B, C, D. And then sometimes I'll just hop on here, hit record and just start talking. So I know I just posted a Q&A, but it was a very like simple Q&A. If you guys have actual questions about being an actor or how to start, what it's like to be on set, anything like that, if you guys want to ask me anything and you want me to just sit down and just talk to you, even if I'm just talking to that one person, drop it in the comments, let me know. I'd love to answer anything that I can. Yeah, that was it. Thank you for joining me in this little conversation, and I hope that you guys had a great day, and I hope that you're going after your dreams and believing and staying inspired. And I hope the videos that I create are doing something positive for you. That means a lot to me. So if I'm doing that, then I'm good. But yeah, until next time, love you guys. Peace.